What's happening, guys? So as you can see up there in the title there, I've while I'm on my break, I might as well just react to this. Let me just adjust my tablet properly. Right, this is ridiculous. So Aftv's Julian, you see, this is the thing that about Aftv now. I'm telling you, not only is the warlord of it toxic positive, you know, the League Cup's a dead trophy, I'd rather get top 4 than win a trophy, it's been a good season, we challenged Man City, we only finished 5 points behind Man City. Now you got Julian, who, you know, looked at the positives of, I think it was when we drew to Brentford or something, and basically saying, ooh, I think he mentioned something about top 4. Now you have Julian trying to blame the title collapse on the Queen's death. Yes, you heard that right. Now I'm going to play this of its entirety, and then I'm going to come back and react.
Didn't win the league, and there's various different reasons why we didn't win the league, and a lot of the traditional thinking will be, okay, there was a couple of VAR decisions, but for me there's kind of 2 incidents or 2 times in history that probably weren't on the pitch, and the first one was the Queen dying. And just bear with me on this one, because when you think back to it, we were supposed to play Manchester City on October the 19th. Our form going into that game, that was our 6th straight win in October. We were phenomenal, we were absolutely on fire, we had no injuries. City, the 2 games before that game would have been, they drew with Copenhagen and they lost to Liverpool. So things, sometimes the intangibles, we were unlucky. Of course, you know, we can't predict that kind of incident. It was a once in a generational incident.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now let me just give my input on this.
We didn't win the league, and there's various different reasons why we didn't win the league.
And the main reason being that the players just lost the bottle and Arteta picked poorly. I should just end the video there, really, but no, I'm going to respond.
And a lot of the traditional thinking will be, okay, there was a couple of VAR decisions, but for me there's kind of...
Now, yeah, we can cry about VAR all we want. We know that VAR in some cases has been good to us this season, and in other cases it hasn't been good to us this season. But it's up to the players ultimately to get the job done, so that we wouldn't need VAR to even come into the picture like that. If players are doing the job, you know, like Man City do the job all the time, then, you know, VAR who?
2 incidents or 2 times in history that probably weren't on the pitch, and the first one was the Queen dying. And just
stop it. Get some help.
The Queen dying. You could not make this shit up.
Bear with me on this one, because when you think back to it, we were supposed to play Manchester City on October the 19th. Our form...
Right. So what he's trying to say is, because we were meant to play Man City during that time frame, and, you know, the Queen's death and all that, he's trying to say that that's messed us up. So basically we would have beaten Man City if we'd have played them then, because of the form we were on and we had no injuries. Well, see, the thing is, one thing I will say is the starting 11 we were starting with, you know, for the first half of the season when everyone was fit. Let me just off the top of my head: Ramsdale, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Partey, Odegaard, Xhaka, Jesus, Saka and Martinelli. That starting 11 is actually got maximum points. I haven't lost a game, haven't drawn a game, right? But I'm not convinced that we would have beaten Man City even if we'd have played them when we should have done. That, if anything, I said this in one of my previous videos. I think it was the video when one of the videos when we lost to Man City. I don't know if it was the FA Cup one or the League one at the Emirates. And I said that we were meant to play Man City earlier on. And I think that not playing them when we should have done halted our bottling. Actually, yeah, it was when we lost at the Emirates, because that was the one that was meant to be played at the thing here. Not playing Man City when we should have done halted our bottling. It would have happened sooner if we'd have played Man City back then. We would have lost that game, and then it would have been like, oh, what can Arsenal do from here? You know what I mean? So trying to use the Queen's death, it's a sorry ass excuse.
Get some help.
You know what I mean? This is that, you know, toxic positivity that I'm talking about. Oh, it's alright, guys. We only lost because Queen died. That old bollocks. You know what I mean?
Going into that game, that was our 6th straight win in October. We were phenomenal. We were absolutely on fire. We had no injuries. City, the 2 games before that game would have been, they drew with Copenhagen and they lost to Liverpool. So things, sometimes the intangibles, we were unlucky, of course, you know.
Part of the matter is when it mattered, players were up to it. You know what I mean? Players were scared when it came down to playing Man City. And when we played Man City at the Emirates, the only player that was missing was Jesus. And as it was shown already, we didn't miss Jesus as much as we thought we would have done. Saliba played in that game, I think. Yeah, he played in that game at the Emirates. It was Tommy Asu that got injured in that game. Because Ben White was shit in that game. But yeah. But man's out here seriously trying to say the Queen dying, resulting in that game being postponed. He's trying to use that as part of a reason, at least, as to why we lost the league. This is an absolute joke. You know what I mean? So I can give Aftv credit for putting this delusion on blast, but end of the day, the platform is in itself, and not everybody on it, but the platform itself supports this bullshit. You know what I mean? The platform's not there to call out, you know, failure like that. You know what I mean? The only thing it's going to take is us capitulating in the Champions League, which I would take if a change is going to happen. You know what I mean? Obviously, when we're in any competition we're in, I want us to win it. But I know that, for example, the Champions League that we so badly want to be in so much, I know we're going to do nothing in that. I know we ain't going to compete in that. I know we're not going to get as far as Newcastle in that. I know that Man U will get further than us in that. I know we won't get as far as what Liverpool did in it. I know this. I could just see it. And our transfer window is going to demonstrate this as well, because we're not going to get the players that we want, and we're just going to be getting, it's going to be Jorginho's part 2 in this transfer window. And I don't know that. And because of that, you know, if we get slapped up in the Champions League, I'm not going to be that disappointed, knowing that that's going to give these fans a kick up the ass. It's a bit contradictory, because I want Arteta to win the league and Champions League double. And that's what I want to happen. But I genuinely don't believe we'll do anything in the Champions League. But if Arteta wants to prove something, he'll go and win that double that I'm calling for. Go win that double that I've said. Go win the league and the Champions League. You know what I mean? Seems though we want a Champions League so bad. You know what I mean? You got CEOs and shit coming out saying, no, top 4's at aim, while we're sat top of the table. Absolute shambles of a football club. Go win the Champions League then. Go win it. How about that? In fact, if anything, I should expect Arteta to sack off every competition to try and win the Champions League, because that's why we're in it. Aren't we in the Champions League to try and win it? Oh, well, you know, we'll see. Well, let me let Julian finish off what he's saying, and then I'm going to end this video.
You can't predict that kind of incident. It was a once in a generational incident.
Stop it. Get some help.
Honestly, it's anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. This is just delusion on top of delusion. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.